look much like him, but for the granddaughter.
Now what's Ethel's name, last name?
It's still Spriggs.
Oh,
right
Ethel.
now.
Do you know her, Valerie? Valerie?
Hmm.
Do you know Ethel Spriggs?
I don't think so.
This looks like an Irvin.
I mean, you know, the name's familiar.
That's Hoot.
And I think that young Dudley Irvin and my brother, when you see them walking, you see they walk the same way. And then there's one of the little Irvin kids that's about this high that has bright blue eyes and the freckles, and he could pass in any of these pictures.
Now, were some of them in the parade this summer?
They could have been.
Oh, and they were holding banners, and I looked at those kids and I thought, those look like
That's
Irvins.
You see them and you think, I know. There was a girl came in this, I think it was Minnie that was visiting. Does this sound familiar? Does the name Minnie sound familiar?
Not exactly.
Minnie Irvin?
I can't remember.
One of the Green River Irvins, maybe?
About the same age anyway. She was visiting and they decided to taste the wine later in the evening, and so when we went back over there they were really giggly and they were having a wonderful time. And my sober little grandmother was really smiling. I thought that was kind of funny.
Countryman's parents?
Yeah, quite a little bit. Why?
Because I don't know anything about him, really.
He was a Frenchman. That's what we found out.
He's been
Right?
talking without me.
Yeah, yeah. That's right. He's the one that she was saying was a little Frenchman.
Mm-hmm.
And what was his wife's name?
Ida. Anna Rose was her.
Huh. And did he come from France, or were he did? Do you know where at in France?
No, I don't know.
Huh.
What was his name?
He was a smart little guy, though. Charles Roscoe Countryman. I guess that's what it was.
Did you hear anything about his parents? No?
And he was your grandfather, right? Okay. Or uncle. Grandfather. Okay. I think I'm getting this.
They came from, Valerie, when they came back east, do you know where they came from?
Charles?
Uh-huh.
Illinois.
Illinois? Do you know, did you know anything about when they lived in Illinois?
I think.
Or anywhere else back east before they came to Wyoming?
Anyway, he was a smart little fur. He could see
Oh, is that?
possibilities before there was any.
Huh. He invested in allotments on the reservation.
Bought up those
Yeah.
patent and sea allotments.
Then they lost those some way, right, later on?
Well, not that they lost them, we don't think. They bought them and then resold them or gave them to their kids.
Mm-hmm.
Now there were some places that my dad was just looking at a map and he found some allotments that were up the East Fork Road, up clear up there. Did you see that? That there are some more that he didn't even realize that they had. Besides the lower ones, there were some clear up close to Du Bois on the East Fork Road. Do you know anything about those ones?
No, especially I didn't know they were allotments.
I don't know what they, just sections, I guess is what they were.
They wouldn't have been on the reservation then, would they?
No, I don't think so. There's a line book or something.
Yeah.
Well, the river, on one side of the river is, and
They were clear back there past Finley's. Clear way up
but
there
they were
past
on the
Finley.
reservation side.
I don't know if that's, I don't know, do you know of any property they had up there that wasn't on the reservation? Huh. Because this was kind of a surprise to him when he saw the map with their names on different sections.
Was this an old
They were
one?
homesteads. Yeah, well, they were homesteads. And they were back like, they would have been back behind Finley somewhere, clear up there. Yeah. But
How long did you live on Wind River? How long did you guys live there?
Oh, well,
on your line. Then you
grew
moved
up.
into Lander, is that right? But you went to high school in Lander, right?
Mhm.
So did you live in town with somebody while you were going to school?
No, we lived out on the ranch, and we'd just come in here go
Oh.
back over the weekend to the ranch,
Oh, okay.
and then we would finish our education. But my dad broke his leg before I finished high school, and so they took me out of school to take care of the ranch. And I never went back to high school. I missed a whole year.
It's the last year.
Missed the last year.
That's too bad.
Otherwise,
Huh.
my sister and I was 3 years apart, and yet I was in the same grade of school as he was.
That's what Grandma Bessie said, is that the countryman kids, like there was 3 or 4 of them graduated the same year.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's 4.
Hmm. Well, so you spent the week in town going to school, and then you'd go back out to the ranch?
I go back out over the weekend.
So who did you stay with in town?
Grandma countryman.
Yeah, they lived
There
in
was
town.
7 of us stayed there 1 year,
Whoa.
and she cooked for us.
Oh
I
boy.
made a terrible, kids don't think about that then. I remember she used to cook fried cabbage, fried onions, all by herself.
Mm.
Did she have an accent or not?
Kind of.
Did she
isn't
kind
it?
of? Oh,
I
okay.
think it's a Scotch, actually. Too much Scotch.
So I guess the Charles Roscoe would have had an accent too then, huh? Is he the one that was the?
It may come through the Irvins instead.
I thought.
Which one was
Anna.
the which one was the
One of 'em had
Frenchman?
an accent.
Yeah, I was just thinking Anna. We didn't know.
No.
It says like France or on there, and I just was wondering.
Well, he
Oh, I
came
see
from
what you mean.
he came from France.
Yeah.
So he probably did have a French accent then, right?
Well, I tell you, there's just a lot of difference in my grandparents. One was a Dane and one was a Frenchman.
And they all had accents. Huh.
They all spoke English, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Huh. So, do you have any stories about Ida? I guess she'd be your aunt Ida and our grandmother. Do you remember anything about her that you could share with us?
Not that you'd appreciate it. Though.
Well, how come?
Nobody told me anything.
Oh.
But I remember that she'd sure grab her apron and run in the kitchen whenever we'd come down from the ranch. And she had 7 kids she was cooking for. All of them cousins.
Yeah. They were living here in town though at that time, right?
Yeah.
And I think at one time they owned what was called the Orchard Building downtown.
That was Grandpa's.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty much where you'd see her, is in the kitchen, even when she got older.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure she liked to cook.
If she didn't,
I don't think
she'd
so.
make her mad.
She hated to knit. She said one time she hated to knit because she had to make socks for her brothers. So she just hated to knit.
Hmm.
Have you ever seen a picture of Anna, of your grandma?
Yeah, several. Why?
Have you- I just never seen her. Seen her, and I was
You're right.
wondering.
I don't remember ever seeing
Yeah.
a picture of
I've
her
seen
either.
one of Charles, but not Anna.
And of,
She was a Bartell or something.
What did she look like?
A human.
What color was her hair? I don't even know what color her hair was.
It was brown.
Was it?
Well, real lighter than hers.
So you're living in Oregon now?
Yeah, I just sold my house the other day.
Are you moving back to Lander?
Hmm.
Oh.
I think I am.
Uh-huh.
You're not sure you want to stay.
Well, sure, I wouldn't care whether I was sold again or not. But after I've been out there 30 years,
Yeah, quite a while.
and I want to come back.
Yeah.
Of course, my family's all here, but they'll all be out here when I get back. I don't know.
They're moving.
Well, some are going to Mexico and some California. Can't tell where they're going.
Yeah.
Buddy's the only one that'll be back, I guess. Now she's going down. She's got a daughter down there. She married a Mexican. Full-blooded Mexican.
Oh, yeah?
And I just can't find.
So everybody's heading for a warmer climate, huh?
I think so.
Now, where does Buddy live now? Does he live in Lander?
He's got a place here now. He's got a place here. He and his wife live here. She's a nice person. She was a Hamilton.
Mm-hmm. She's the one that was here earlier, right? Yeah.
Oh, is that okay? Alrighty.
Is she related to the ones in Hudson? You know, is she related to the Hudson's, Hamilton's in Hudson?
You know,
I don't know.
You know?
I don't know either. You'd have to
I don't
ask
know
her.
I think she is.
She may be, because they're all related to the one that was on the reservation, right?
My buddy, he's got one boy and three girls. And Sonny's got one boy and three girls.
So do their kids live around this area?
Well, yeah.
And so they're probably around our ages somewhere then, or,
A little older, maybe.
huh, do you know any of those guys?
One would be, is it Annette? Is that,
Yeah. She's the oldest one.
she's the oldest.
So that's
Is Annette the right
Norman's
first name?
kid.
I'm trying to think if that's right
What?
or
it's
not.
Norman's kids, huh? Buddy is Norman.
What's your first name on there?
Lillian and Donald.
Donald.
Oh, it was Donald.
Buddy's Donald, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
He's the live wire, right?
Yeah, he's the one that's got arthritis so bad.
Hmm.
So I was going down and get a treatment from his doctor, but he said it won't do me any good.
Hmm.
There. Now I know
I
which
don't
one he
know.
is.
I'm just tied up with arthritis. I'm just terrible.
Mm. It's painful, that's one thing. It's cold here, but I guess maybe is it better where it's a little drier climate?
I don't really know.
Yeah. Hmm.
But anyway, I'm hurting.
Yeah. That's no fun.
Well, back to these currants. It's always worried me that I didn't go back around and pick up those
And I don't even
currants when
remember
I
anything
went.
about
You
it.
have to bring her some currants too.
Okay, well, I'll ask my mom. She probably remembers.
If they used those currants.
I'm sure she
Because I
does.
told her, I said, now you have the kids pick which was the kids.
Yeah, I don't even remember. We was always picking something we might have.
Hmm.
But I remember Grandpa, when he was getting old, he was losing his mind. And you some of those big old raisins, you don't have any pits in them. He dropped some of them on the floor. And he was there, and he took his knife, got under and picked it up, straightened it out,
Bridge.
put it back in his pocket.
Out. Bye.
Who's that?
That